Marlboro Man from WHAM Radio and new WHAM TV. Coming right at you, people, because we have a mutiny from beautiful downtown Berwyn, Illinois. And we're actually coming to you with a special guest today. His name is Asher, right?
Yeah.
Asher, and he is with an organization similar to ours. They do nonprofit and charity work, and they're trying to spread the message of Jesus, just like what we're doing, the message of helping people and stick to the actual truth, the trueness, the genuine part, the genuine nature and integrity of the Christianity. So Asher, what's the name of your organization?
Well, it's called A Voice in the Desert, and we actually have a YouTube as well. It's just under the same thing, but yeah.
So this is what he's talking about. It's called A Voice in the Desert, and as you can see on the back there, there's also a YouTube. So they have a YouTube as well, and they're also producing these wonderful CDs for people to learn from, right?
Yeah.
And if you could just kind of take us through your day a little bit, because these guys are set up a lot like we are, and as you know, what we do is we teach broadcast journalism, but we also have programs for people to live in-house if they need shelter, however, if it's about their career or if it's about them just simply getting off the streets and helping their family. But Asher here is going to take you through what his day is like, and you'll see there's some differences, but go ahead. And this, by the way, is from a person who just like what we preach, what we do is leave the world behind. You quit your job, you sell your possessions, and you actually go on a mission and to save people, to help people. Go ahead, Asher. I'll let you say. Yeah. You do it better than me.
Basically, I guess to sum up the beginning of our day is we wake up at 7 to 8. We have a morning meeting at 8, and then we'll have a discussion maybe about dreams or something, because like, if you read through the Bible, God's actually led people through dreams previously. We just discussed maybe God shared something through a dream to us. Then we have a Bible study in the morning, and after that we'll have a prayer time. So if anyone wants anything to be prayed for, or they feel something on their heart, or they want someone to help someone, and after that we'll discuss maybe if God shared something with us or not, and what we feel God may be leading us to do. And after that, usually we'll either eat breakfast and then go out and preach the gospel. And the way we do it is we pass out CDs like he showed earlier, and we found that's a very effective way, because a lot of people don't have time to have really long conversations about all the things pertaining to the Bible. So
yes, you're absolutely right, and that's why we came out with the newsletter. And so we started with the radio show and the TV show, but that's even not enough, because people even don't have time for that sometimes. So now the newsletter came out, and people really like that. And I see you guys are doing something similar with your CDs, so that's really getting the information out there.
And like you mentioned, we also have a YouTube similar to them, and basically, we just focus on the message that Jesus said you cannot serve God and money. So we take that to mean that we shouldn't work for money. In fact, we should rely on God to provide for our needs. So we actually don't have an income. Like, I don't get paid anything, and I live in an RV with two or three other people. And what we do is when we pass out CDs, we accept donations, and they usually cover the cost of the CD and help us with gas.
Wow, isn't that amazing, people? And that is so similar to the way, like how we do things as well. Because as you know, we don't work for money either. Our whole goal is simply to help people run the organization, teach, and get the message out there that just, helping your fellow man and helping other people is the right way to do things, and not worry about anything else, like, not stress out about, money or food or clothing, because you have faith that God will provide it. And we have like a really scientific method of doing this, but we've been like working hard at doing that for quite a while. But as like I can see, with you guys, you even like you said, you live actually out of an RV, right?
Yeah. So we just found, because actually at first when the community I'm in started, they didn't have RVs or anything. They just basically walk around. And I've done this too, but we call it faith outreaches, where we go out and just preach the gospel. And we actually don't accept money. because if you read into Revelation 13, it talks about the mark of the beast, that
Yeah.
you won't be able to buy or sell without it. So it's good practice to get in mind.
That's a good topic you just brought up. The mark of the beast. A lot of people think that this RIF chip thing that they want to come out, but most people are against it, and for good reason. But a lot of people are saying that that's the mark of the beast, and that literally is money in your hand. And so for people who don't know what that is, it's a microchip that they want to implant in your hand, which is your money and your identification and everything. And a lot of folks are saying that that is what the mark of the beast will be. Do you agree with that, Asher?
I can't say it's that technology, but it sounds to me that the microchip or something that's implanted in you, well, I just steer away from any of that just to be safe. So like, let's say you end up getting an RFID in your hand, and then all of a sudden then I don't know, someone desecrates the temple, like it says in the Bible. You're like, oh crap, I made a big mistake.
Right.
So you might as well be safe and not do any of that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So,
and helping other people to do that too, and kind of actually, use our actions as an example is what our goal is. We just want people to kind of see things for the way they are. We never discriminate, obviously, and you don't either, right, Asher? Yeah. See, this is a new revolution in Christianity because, a lot of people hide behind it's against my religion, like the whole baker thing with the cake. Okay, no, that's fine. And any business, just so you're aware, has a right to refuse service to anyone for any reason. Doesn't have to be a religious belief or anything like that. But I am kind of sick and tired of people using that, hiding behind their religion, when really what they're saying is it's not against my religion, it's against my science, because, that's more of a natural physics type of thing. Wouldn't you agree with that, Asher?
I tend to focus on, because I have my own personal opinions, but I tend to focus on, this is what Jesus said, so this is what I'm going to do. So I guess everyone has their opinion about, obviously anyone can refuse the right of service to anybody. But ultimately, I don't want to share my opinion because it might reflect someone else's in the group that doesn't agree with me. And really, Jesus is supposed to be the cornerstone.
So the easiest way is to always just follow the example of Jesus. So WWJD, or that's what would Jesus do, for those of you who don't know, type of thing. And that works wonders. I know I use that all the time, and I'm sure Asher here does as well, and it works amazingly. We're getting to be all the time we have for right now, folks. And I just wanted to introduce you to our new friend Asher from A Voice in the Desert. I got that right?
Yeah.
A Voice in the Desert. And look for A Voice in the Desert on YouTube. We're actually probably going to put a link on that for you guys on the YouTube here on this episode, and as well as some other links up with them on our Facebook pages as well, and the website. But we're going to be talking to them more. I just wanted to introduce him to you guys today and kind of show that, as we're out here doing what we're doing, there's other people miraculously doing the same thing. And it's so amazing because everyone thinks we're crazy for wanting to help people. Do you get that reaction a lot? Like, people think you're nuts for wanting to leave it all behind and help, humanity?
Yeah, most definitely. They tend to focus on the material things rather than thinking people matter more. And that's the important part, is to realize that it's just a piece of paper, or it's just an object.
Exactly.
A person you can't replace.
Exactly. And anyone who knows Top of the Line Productions and Outer Heavens Generation knows that, just because you give up the material things doesn't mean you won't have any material things, because, we have to use stuff to produce a show and things like that, but it's just, it's about what God provides, what the good Lord provides, and especially when He gives you good sense and common sense in your head, that works as well. So, all right, well, we're gonna sign out now. Asher, very nice meeting you, Asher, and thank you for enlightening my audience there as well, our audience. And again, folks, Marlboro Man from WHAM Radio and WHAM TV, because we have mutiny people coming right at you in beautiful downtown Berwyn, Illinois. We had a great interview today with Asher from A Voice in the Desert, and we are going to be signing out, folks. So, please contact us, of course, if you do have an emergency situation and need shelter or some other type of help, or you want to get that career going and you need to know where to start. We're the ones to talk to. We get you paid without even any of that YouTube monetary stuff. We can just get, we'll help you out. And it's just exactly like we're talking about. It's not about the money, but it is about getting the message out there. And in order to do that, you need support. So we all support each other, and just like we are, and like what we're going to be talking about moving toward the future here. All right, everybody. Well, you have a great day. Again, Marlboro Man from WHAM Radio, because we have mutiny people. Signing out, cats and kittens. Have a great night. Be safe.